Hey guys, it's me Krista and I'm back with another book review because what else are you supposed to do when you finish a book? And so today, well not today, like a couple days ago, I finished this book, this one right here. It's called Rocks Fall, Everyone Dies because you know, how to do it for the culture, right? So it's by Lindsay Rebar and I just want to let you guys know right now before you click out of this video, it is a 4.8 at the very least star book, so I recommend it. Okay, so go read this. If you're gonna click out, read it. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna tell you as much about the book as I can without spoiling it, and let's see how well that goes. So strap into your seatbelts, let's go. Okay, so basically it starts off, this little boy, well not little, his name, he's like 16, 17 years old, but he thinks he's grown. Okay, his name's Aspen. Well, his real name's Jeremy, but his middle name's Aspen, so he thinks that's cooler, so obviously he goes by that, you know. So Aspen, whatever, him and his family have these magical powers where they could get a personal object or like something that belonged to you or something that you had like a connection with, and then he could like reach into it. Like, I don't know how he has powers, okay, that's not for me to know, it's for the book person, like I don't know. Okay, so somehow his powers reach in through like this, and like he could take away something like a personality trait or like a physical trait, you know. And then apparently like there's this cliff that is supposed to fall, like if something happens to like the ritual, or the ritual doesn't get like done, and the ritual is just basically making sure the cliff doesn't fall, you know. So if the ritual doesn't get done right, the cliff is gonna fall, and if the cliff falls, it's basically gonna kill everybody in the whole town. So him and his family are charged with the great task of keeping the cliff from falling by using their magical powers, you know, just like any other family, you know. So basically that's the whole like underlying plot, you know. But you know how there's always like all this extra stuff going on up top. So basically, while all that's going on in his like life, his parents are like divorced, like his dad is like in another city. He's like at his grandma's house right now because like his cousin died, okay, in like mysterious ways that you will find out if you read this book, okay. Like crazy. I don't like, it was crazy, okay. I didn't even know how to explain her death myself, and I read the book. Like it was just that crazy, okay. But basically like he went to replace his cousin in the ritual because it takes 3 of them to do it. So he went to his grandma's house to like replace his cousin and like do the ritual or whatever, you know. But like while all that's going on, he has this 2 friends named Brandy and Theo, okay, and they're dating, but basically like they're not meant to be together, and he's meant to be with her instead. So he uses his little powers, like uses his powers to like make it to where they get together, you know. So he makes Brandy and Theo break up, and then he gets with Brandy, and then like basically like starts controlling her feelings. And this is kind of where I started getting like a little bit like mad at him, like at his book character, I guess, because he just found it so like easy and so convenient to just like control her feelings and her thoughts than to just talk to her and explain what was going on, you know. So I didn't like that part. But like halfway throughout the story, he kind of like realized what he was doing because someone else did it to him. The only reason why, just letting you know. But anyways, like he realized what he was doing, and he like fixed himself by telling her what he was doing. And then obviously she didn't have like a great reaction to it, but the fact that he was still like man enough to like let her know like what he had been doing behind her back the whole time was kind of nice, you know. But anyways, so yeah. And then let me tell you the most important stuff that you need to know about this book, okay. So basically the main things going on is him trying to figure out like how his cousin died, and then him trying to figure out the real truth about the cliff falling, because apparently what he's been told is a lie, but then what he thinks he's been told is also a lie. So everything in this book is a lie. Just be prepared for that, okay. And what else is he trying to figure out? He's trying to figure out who his real grandma is, and you're not gonna get into that part. That is a bit of a spoiler telling you that that's not his real grandma, but you're gonna realize it if you read the book, you know. So basically he's trying to figure out how his cousin really died, like deal with these girl and boy problems of trying to make sure that like Theo and Brandy don't get feelings for each other. He's trying to keep the cliff from falling. He's trying to figure out who his real grandma is. He's trying to like figure out why this one girl, his powers won't work on her. And obviously as soon as I saw that, I thought about like Twilight, and I was like, okay, so obviously she's either gonna be like the love triangle girl, or she's gonna have the powers, or she's gonna be like the most powerful witch. Like, you know how it's always like either one of those three options, you know? So it's one of those, but I'm not going to tell you which one is which because you have to like read it for yourself. I'm not trying to spoil it, but it's one of those. And the most interesting one, okay? Just kidding, it's kind of the boring one, but you know how it is in like YA novels. Like, come on, at least something's got to be predictable, and obviously a love triangle is. So anyways, so the whole book, Aspen, is just basically like using his powers on people to control their feelings and to do the ritual, because apparently the whole reason they have these powers is to do this ritual in which they get energy from like the thoughts and the memories and the traits that they steal, and they use that energy to make sure that the cliff doesn't fall, you know? And so like that's the whole reason they have that power, not to use it for their own personal use, you know? But, you know, who would stick to that rule if they really had that power? Because I think this is, like, honestly, one of the coolest superpowers, like, ever. Like, compared to, like, super speed or invincibility or, like, super strength. Like, normal stuff like that is nothing like this. Like, this superpower. This superpower is, like, so cool, I swear, you know? Like, if I could have any superpower, it would probably be this one, you know? But without, like, every time he uses his powers, he gets kind of, like a hangover. Not hangover, he calls it a hangover, but, like, a lasting effect from it for a couple minutes, you know? So that's the only, like, downside I could see. But I would still like to have that power, okay? Like, if anyone can hear me, I still want that power. But anyways, so yeah, so those are the main questions that he's trying to like find the answers to. And then like also going on all this teenage angst about his mom who left his dad because like it's spoilers, you know? Like, the mom left the dad, and so the son's like so mad at the mom, and he doesn't even understand why he's mad at her, but later on in the book he will, and it has something to do with his family member stealing his thoughts and feelings and memories, when it's a law like in the book for the family not to like steal thoughts from others in the family, you know? So I don't know, all in all this book was like so good. I know I'm having like the worst time trying to explain because there's so much that happens, and like I'm trying not to spoil it, but basically all you need to know is this boy got powers. He's got a girlfriend with the powers, and then he's got this other girl trying to talk to him because of the powers, and then he's trying to keep the cliff from falling, keep everyone alive in the town, and deal with his parents' divorce at the same time. So he's got a lot on his plate, okay? And then let me just tell you guys, okay? So like the ending, I swear, like what I noticed in a lot of like YA novels is that they always have some kind of like lifestyle that they've been living their whole entire life. It's all they've ever known, but as soon as someone new comes along, they want to switch everything up and forget about what their family have been doing for the last couple generations, you know? So his family has been taking care of this cliff for like ever, since like the 1600s, okay? And then as soon as this girl comes around, suddenly like he has to break the curse and all this stuff, you know? And it's like, it wasn't that bad to deal with. Like, it's not that bad, honestly. Like, I've read some books where it's like, okay, what they're doing is wrong, like you should go against that. But in this book, like honestly, like it wasn't hurting anybody. And I know you could argue that it kind of did, and in a way it kind of did, but not as bad as like other books that I've seen, and not as bad as to like literally break the will like he did, okay? Like he kind of went too far, but that's just my opinion, you know? And that's all I have is my own opinion, and you have yours, okay? But this book. Literally, I read this whole book in one day. Like, I had to just know what was going on every second. And it's such like a page turner. And it's so like fast paced that you just like, you're just reading it like that. I swear that's how I was reading it, you know? But anyways, like, I would recommend this book so hard to anyone who wants to read any kind of book. If you want a book, here it is. This is like the best book for you right now. You need it in your life. Like, honestly, I like the book. And then I'm just gonna spoil something real quick. It turns out that if the cliff falls, it's not everyone that's gonna die. It's only certain people, and I'm not gonna tell you which certain people, but at least you know only certain people are gonna die, not everybody in the whole town, you know. So that'll help make it more realistic for you to read, you know. But anyways, that's about it for today, because I don't want to ramble on as I usually do. And I know I didn't explain the story as much as I wanted to, or as much as I probably should have, but I wanted to tell you the most important parts and leave you like wanting for more, and leave you wanting to read the book yourself, because I think that's the best way to like learn the story, is just to read it yourself. So yeah, okay. But anyways, this book is called Rocks Fall, Everybody Dies, because you know you had to do it to them, by Lindsay Rebar, and it was great. I would rate it 5 stars. Like, even if I had to take another book off my 5 stars list just to put this one on, I really would, because it was great. I'll take off One Past Midnight off my 5 stars and put this on there, because it was better. I'm just kidding, but like okay, so anyways guys, read the book. You won't regret it. Like, we have so much like free time right now. I think that it's best to like occupy yourself, to like save yourself from the madness. So please do yourself a favor and get this book however you got to. And that's about it for today, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this book review, if you're able to make it through all the way, because I know sometimes I be going off about like random stuff. Oh shit, I'm doing a book review. Well, I'm already done, so I'm taking like 30 more seconds. I didn't know. Like, I swear, nobody fucking respects my time. So anyways, as I was saying, so yeah guys, so please pick up this book anywhere you can find it, and I recommend it. It's great. You should all try it, okay? So Rocks Fall, Everyone Dies by Lindsay Rebar, 5 stars, Krista approved. Alright, so bye guys, have a good day, and stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside. Subscribe.